reading or giving direction?
Start from getting us into independent practice, because we were going to work on economy of the language in the directions and then also in the model.
Okay. So I'll just, okay.
Start again, because sometimes what you're doing in front of kids is like, oh, okay, all right.
Let
And
me
then
just
it's
have
slowing it
let me
down.
just have my model paper. Like,
Okay,
there.
so be ready before you get their attention, and be ready and get moving.
You're now on page 2 of independent practice. You can be there in 5, 4, mine's there, 2, and 1. I'm waiting for 3. Off task. Hey.
Stop right there. Who'd you give it off task?
Like Atisha. Say Atisha.
Put it on the board. Atisha off task, real quick. And then move back.
Okay.
So start again from the directions.
We're on page 2 of independent practice. You're there in 5, 4, Milan's there, 3, 2, 1. Atisha, you're off task. Silently read the source below, circle unfamiliar words, and write down the gist of each paragraph. While Cortez was away fighting,
So what I'm going to do is,
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to model for you how I want your paper to look for independent practice.
so my first read,
while Cortez was away fighting,
I'm going to be looking for the vocabulary
Oh,
words
sorry,
and,
okay.
and just set them up so they know what you're doing.
okay.
hmm
So for my first read, I'm going to be circling unfamiliar words that I do not know. Then for my second read, I'm going to pull out those words, define them, and my last read, I will have my gist.
Say it one more time so it's clear in your head.
Right. My first read, I am circling unfamiliar words. Then we will go back and define those words. Finally, we will reread the passage and have our gist.
Excellent. That was very clear. Very good. Keep going.
While Cortez was away fighting, the conquistador, I don't know this word right here, Pedro de Alvarado imprisoned 2 important leaders and killed several others. The tensions exploded when Alvarado ordered a massacre during the Great Aztec Spring Festival of Tlaxcala. So now I'm going to zoom in these words. Conquistador. Oh, I've heard this word before. That's Spanish conqueror. And let's see. All right. Oh, tensions. That's like, oh, like people are angry. Like I have some tension with you. All right. So maybe anger. All right. Oh, and like exploded. Like tension exploded. So that would mean like, oh, it's like probably like boiled over, got out of control. Let's see. Oh, and a massacre. So that sounds really bad. So that's probably like something violent, like a massacre, like violence. There's probably like blood, like slaughter. Okay. So now I know my words. Now I'm going to go back and reread it
For the
gist. All right. So while Cortez was away fighting, the conquistador, so Spanish conqueror, Pedro de Alvarado, imprisoned 2 important leaders and killed several others. The tension.
Stop. So you already defined Spanish conquerors. So that's not what you're thinking aloud about.
Okay.
What you're thinking aloud about is what the summary of that sentence is. So do it again.
Okay. While Cortez was away fighting, the conquistador, Pedro de Alvarado, imprisoned 2 important leaders and killed several others. Oh, so this conquistador is imprisoning some Aztec leaders. All right? The tensions exploded when Alvarado...
Just imprisoning, also killing. Imprisoning and killing.
Whoops.
So do that sentence again. It's cool.
Okay.
Do it again.
All right. While Cortez was away fighting, the conquistador Pedro de Alvarado imprisoned 2 important leaders and killed several others. Oh, so this conquistador He's killing and imprisoning these Aztecs. The tensions exploded when Alvarado ordered a massacre during the Great Aztec Spring Festival of Tlaxcala. Oh, so he's ordering the killing of all these Aztec people during this festival, this happy time. So now we're going to write our gist. Oh, I love how Marius is ready. He's already ready to write the gist. This is about when the conquistadors killed Aztecs during, thank you for following along, during the festival of Tlaxcala. Oh, great job. I already see. Oh, column 2. Everyone is showing grit. Good job. That's a point for you.
Love it. Just one push on your gist. It's leaders. So not only is he killing Aztecs, but I think it's important that they're leaders.
Killed Aztec
And it causes outrage.
leaders.
So make sure that you're bringing attention to the fact that people are really angry about it. Very good. Much better. Let's run through it one more time.
Okay.
Economy of language through the directions. Your economy of language in the model was much tighter. Think about through your directions. What are you saying? What's important? What are you front loading them with? And then no filler words. Do it one more time.
You want me to erase the board? Or just
No, you don't have to do all that. Just
start from the directions?
yeah, I want the directions again, mostly.
Okay. We're on independent practice in 5, 4, Milan's there, 3, 2, 1. Atisha, that's an off task. Now, independent practice. Silently read the source below, circle unfamiliar words, and write down the gist of each paragraph. I'm going to model for you what I want to see. So my first read, I'm circling unfamiliar words. My second read, my first
read, I'm circling unfamiliar words and defining them. That's all one read. Second read, I'm going for my gist. Do it again.
Right. For my first read, I'm circling unfamiliar words, then defining. My second read, I'm summarizing and then writing my gist.
There you go. One more time. And when you give Atisha off task, give somebody a self-control for doing the right thing before you give. Just be like, oh, I saw Milan's eyes first. That's a self-control. Hopefully that'll fix Atisha. Then when you're sure Atisha's just being defiant, Atisha, that's an off task. Okay?
I got it.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Give out a positive. Give a few positives and then be like, check, it's an off task now.
Yeah.
All right? So let's start from the beginning. Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry. All right. We're on page 2 in 5, 4, Milan's there, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, Milan was the first one there. That's a self-control. And, oh, Atisha, that's an off task.
There you go.
All right. Silently read the source below, circle unfamiliar words, and write down the gist of each paragraph. All right, so I'm going to model for you what I want to see on your papers. My first read, I'm circling unfamiliar words, then defining them. My second read, I am summarizing and then writing my gist. Follow me. While Cortez was away fighting, the conquistador...
Just one push. When I write, you write. Instead of saying follow me, when I write, you write. Okay?
Okay. So I'm going to model, so when I write, you write.
Good.
While Cortez was away fighting, the conquistador, Pedro de Alvarado imprisoned 2 important leaders and killed several others. The tensions exploded when Alvarado ordered a massacre during the Great Aztec Spring Festival of Tlaxcala.
That was excellent. This time, you just circled the words. You didn't say, oh, I don't know this word. They know what's going on. You just circled the words, and that's cutting down on your language. Keep going.
Now let's go back. Conquistador. Oh, I've heard this word before. That's
Great,
a Spanish
and you're
conqueror.
doing well at that part. Much better. Much better. So what do you notice? By the third time, what were you doing better than the first time?
Like using less words. I'm also like moving. Like I sound sure of myself what I'm saying.
Yes. You were moving me, and I was very engaged because you